So, how do you plan? Now, for some people, it just seems to come really naturally. They like to plan everything. They, everything just slots into place. We all know someone like that. But what you probably don't realize is actually what goes on in the background for them to actually make it look so effortless. Planning is not effortless. It does take work, but that work is so worth it. So today we've had a really long day of driving around in the car. We have two cars in the household. Mine had to go in for service. Now, Andy had to get to work. I had to drive the boys around to school and nursery and so on and so forth. So, it really did feel a bit to begin with like it was this, we were trying to arrange the entire army to, actually just try and survive with one car for the day because we're so used to having two. But when we actually took a step back and thought about it, it's really simple. Yes, I had to do extra driving today because the garage didn't have a letterbox, but that's a whole nother thing. But we managed to do it and we got everyone where they needed to be on time. Well, apart from George, but George's nursery didn't really matter. He was there in the morning, he could still join in, so it didn't matter. It was just a case of saying, right, we need to get the car here. Let's do that first. Next up, we need to get Andy to work. Let's do that next. Then we need to get the keys to the garage. So we go back to the garage. Yes, there was toing and froing. Yes, it was an awful lot of mileage. It's just one of those annoyances with, opening times and work times and everything. But we did it because we sat and we planned it and we took it step by step and worked out where we needed to be. The same this evening. I knew we couldn't get there on time, so the garage left the car out for us. They left it there ready. They had the spare key, so it was fine. That little bit of planning made what could have been an exceptionally stressful situation, trying to be in 10 places at the same time, be really, really easy. Now, don't get me wrong, it was stressful. Having the boys in the car for 2 hours this morning was not ideal, but it was what we needed to do to get us where we needed to be for the day, which is fine. That's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to pick the route that's going to work for everybody in the best way possible, even though not everybody's going to be happy. Thankfully, a mobile phone and YouTube and, they were okay. So what about when it comes to your business? Do you just wing it? Do you go in every day and think, oh, yes, the work's come in, that's fine, or the orders have come in, or whatever it is like that? Or do you actually plan? Do you think, right, in today, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z? How about planning for where you want your business to get to? So how about things like, do you want to achieve a certain savings balance for your business? Do you want to achieve a certain turnover? Do you want to achieve a certain profit? Do you actually plan about how you're going to use your profits to move your business forward? Do you plan what assets you need to buy? Do you plan what software you need, what staff you need as you grow, anything like that? Or do you just go with it? Now, a lot of people who I deal with, when I first start working with them, they just go with it. They've only recently started, they're kind of learning so much in one go. It really is the most exhilarating and exhausting time ever setting up a business because you do just get this information dump. And then it's trying to work out what information you actually need. But if you plan right from the get-go, you can actually create a really streamlined, efficient business that just works for you. And it actually is productive. You utilize your time productively, you utilize any money that comes in productively, so you're not wasting it. Now, don't get me wrong, every business is going to waste money somewhere or other. If someone ever tells me that they've never wasted a penny of their money, I would be very surprised because we all do. It's just human nature. We see something, we go, yes, we go for that shiny object, and actually it doesn't work out. But, that's lessons learned. But the more planning we can put into place, the better we're actually going to be at getting to where we want to be. So, for example, do we want to plan our next day? So I know I have 3 accounts jobs in that I need to be working on. So I have planned those, part of them in for tomorrow and part of them for next week. Or Or do we need to plan for the next month? You know, do we need to make sure we've got some work coming in for the next month? Is there anybody we need to follow up with? Do we want to see if somebody wants a repeat appointment? Do we want to see if somebody wants to order another product which actually links to an order they've just had? You know, there's all these different things that we can do that will actually help us get where we need to be. But we just have to put a bit of thought in it. And sometimes that does mean taking a step back and going, yeah, okay, we can do this. I just need to focus on the business for a moment, not the working in it, scrabbling around day-to-day chaos, but actually taking a step back and go, no, I don't want that chaos anymore. I want to plan, I want to know where I'm going, and I want to actually get there. If you want to learn a bit more about this and how to do it, it really is beneficial to have a helping hand. Just somebody who's going to, you know, give you a little guide or just some pointers so you can get in the right direction. So how about signing up for tomorrow's webinar? Tomorrow at 10:30, so this is Thursday, 4th of January at 10:30 in the morning, UK time, we are doing a webinar on Dream Big, Achieve Bigger, and it's all about goal setting and achieving those goals, not just talking, actually doing for 2024. So you can actually get where you want to be this year. So comment below for the link and sign up and register, and you'll get the replay if you can't attend. And that will really give you some pointers for how you can actually take that step back, how to plan, how to actually take this massive goal and break it down into achievable steps that you can do a little bit every day, a little bit every week, or however works for that goal. So comment below for the registration link and we will send that to you. But in the meantime, just take that step back and think about where you want your business to be, because taking that time to think is the most precious gift you can give your business.